Yeah, I thought
Lara Trump went to the Breakfast Club and just a nasty performance from Charlamagne, man. It's just, I don't understand why you niggas don't keep the same energy up there. It's like, stop saying you're neutral, and then somebody on the red side goes up there and you just embarrass yourself, because it just every single time, and then it just, they don't even be cooking correctly. It just seems like the dish is sloppy. You know what I'm saying?
the dish is sloppy.
Oh God. But Lara Trump went up there, who is Trump's
son's wife.
Yeah.
Daughter-in-law.
That's what they call him.
Yeah, that's what they call him.
Somebody's gonna say the easy one.
That's the title. Yeah.
Boom, nigga.
We can't put these on the screen,
I thought this was interesting. I've never heard of her.
Me neither.
I didn't even know she existed. I just assumed he was married to something that was beautiful. But
I'm beautiful. I've seen her talking before though. I've definitely seen her talking somewhere. I don't know if it was a rally. No, it was when they were first nominating the people for like the GOP shit, whatever the fuck that is. I remember she came up and was given an endorsement.
Okay.
She was like, she essentially said, vote for Trump because he's a great grandfather. I was like,
oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Something dumb.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, she's playing her part.
Paraphrasing too, of course.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
But I thought this was a good interview in the sense that, you know, I mean,
She cooked these niggas, man.
A little pushback is always good for the viewer.
She cooked them.
This was fun.
There were many moments where, yes, I will agree, she cooked them. She they thought they had her in the corner. She was like, no, I'm Trump.
Right. I thought it was also a little bad faith and kind of nasty how in the beginning when he was like, what's it like walking around with that last name, and you can always, well, at least you're not, at least you can always like walk away from it pretty much. It's almost like, that was kind of crazy to me. Like,
at least you're not really born that. At least you're not.
At least you're not really born that, which is like a crazy diss to like your husband. It's like
there's glimpses
on some human shit. Like,
there's glimpses.
Like that's where we're starting this interview. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Thank God you're not a part of the bloodline.
I mean, that was kind of crazy.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's not the worst thing in the world. Like,
I think what it is,
I think it's a good marker of where we're starting at.
I think what it is, I see glimpses of the quote unquote old Charlamagne a lot of times when he's talking to people that
he disagrees with.
Disagrees with. And that's the problem. You know what I mean? Like, you bring your old self out when it's...
The old Charlamagne was better when he knew what he was talking about, though, which was like hip-hop topics. But like politics, I just hear him say the same 4 things over and over again.
Which is unfortunately most people that vote.
Oh, yeah.
Which is unfortunately...
Right,
like,
you fucked him up with that one.
Yeah.
I'm not like, you fucked him up. He was like, oh, shit.
Most people that vote, though?
I was like, unfortunately, that's... mostly everybody that votes.
In the political
like
process.
Nigga, I'm not on either side, but I have like 2 points to go for like both sides. Like if I ever needed to choose one, I got 2 points.
That's crazy though.
You don't got 2 points?
No. Well, yeah, I got points for everybody probably.
You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, I'm also not like focused on it either.
Of course.
Like I'm not focused on political stuff.
Of course.
But the ones that I do see, they have like, if they're on the red side, they have like 10 points. If they're on the blue, like most people have more than just 2 points.
They have a lot.
And Charlamagne has,
especially ones that are out here trying to actively have political conversations. They're not in the same conversation, just repeating themselves over and over again.
And Charlamagne has points, but the thing is, when you're talking to somebody who's actually in politics,
it looks crazy.
It's like there's always another level to go deeper in.
Right.
And you'll never know everything, especially when you're a radio broadcaster. Like that's just it's not possible. But I don't know what these. So yeah, 1620 is a spot that I think you would like. Charlamagne got. Let's play it.
Trump. I don't believe that's true.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Where?
15 seconds back.
Look it up.
It's on Google.
He's drilled.
15 seconds back.
But Biden
Why
has
did he
drilled
drain
more
our
than Trump, though.
strategic petroleum reserves, which are actually supposed to be used for emergency situations, for war times? The things
But has Biden drilled more than Trump?
I don't believe that's true.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Where?
You can look it up.
It's on Google.
He's drilled more than Trump.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't believe that's true at all. And
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Donald Trump was obviously a proponent of being energy independent and energy dominant as a country. And we are not right now. And that puts us in a very weakened state. And you would not have seen the issue in the Middle East right now. And you likely wouldn't have seen the issue with Russia and Ukraine, had those countries, had Iran not had the funding and the money coming in from the oil, had Russia not had the funding and the money coming in from the oil, it's a terrible thing to see. And
now,
so,
1854.
you know, I think that
I put that as one of them too. I put 55.
1854.
1854, exactly. Yeah, just go right to it.
Why can't I
Just
find
keep
any of
playing.
my screenshots from this?
All right.
And I mean, even saying Obama wasn't born here and show his birth certificate, and there's numerous things. So what do you say to that?
Well, I think that's ridiculous. I've known this man for 16 years, and you know, you can go to each of those incidents, and you know, there was never any proof of anything with the houses that you're talking about.
He settled out for that, though,
Yeah,
right?
they settled that. That was, and there was no admission of anything there. You know, Central Park 5. There were so many people. You had a governor, Democrat, DA who prosecuted the guys, and they admitted to it. There were a lot of people in New York
They were
at that time.
exonerated and freed, and there was never an apology, never sorry, never
However,
a
I will
bad.
say that you have to.
No reason to go back, but 10 seconds before that, Ebro dubbed the question. A lot of people say Trump is racist, and that was the context to why she answered that way.
Envy. Said
Envy.
Ebro. That was funny.
My bad. But Envy asked a question. That's why she responded with that answer of, well, you know, with the Central Park 5, it was a couple other Democrat niggas in that shit. I think for about 10 more seconds.
Look at somebody and what they actually have done. And Donald Trump really was very beneficial to the Black community when he was in the White House. I will say I've never seen this man say a racist thing. I think the attacks are fairly... Why is that funny, Charlamagne?
I'm just like, it's hysterical. But I mean,
But no, Charlamagne,
because people act like
listen.
there's no such thing as Google, or we don't have TV, we don't
Well,
have
what is
radio.
it that you think that he said?
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
This morning, a bitter backlash after President Trump referred to Haiti and
Lauren, you see the
African
next
nations
timestamp?
as S-hole countries.
I can look at
On the notes, it's 2024, but
we almost
it's already there. Okay,
Yeah.
well, fuck.
During a meeting on immigration Thursday.
This remark by the President of the United States smacks of blatant racism.
Here's what I'll say. You know, this is a man who, as I said in the beginning, was beloved by so many people in this country. And he was friends with everybody. You go
A lot
back
of
to
celebrities.
Jesse Jackson, by the way.
Please don't,
his
please
Rainbow
don't do
Coalition.
that. He had black friends. That's not going to work.
No. He let them stay rent free in one of his buildings. The Rainbow Coalition, because he felt like at the time that was a very important thing. You can go pick apart somebody all you want. It is a traditional talking point to attack Republicans, to call them racist. But when you look at the things that he wants for this country, he wants every person to be successful. He wants Black Americans to be successful, Hispanic Americans to be successful, women to be successful.
Yeah, pause.
And he worked that way when he...
Everybody, even the gays. But yeah, in those like 3 time stamps, like, and those were sporadic, like literally like 3 minutes apart. But in that short period of time, it was just a lot of points, 3, 4, where they just tried to get her. And Charlamagne even chuckled when she was like, Trump has never said anything racist, which is probably reasonable. Like, Trump has probably said something racist. But it's still this conversation, I got a sense of like just aggressiveness. Like just a little pushback.
I really wish I had my timestamps. I don't know where my timestamps went.
Go to-
I had
That
screenshots.
spot
I got a
that-
few of them.
That spot that Lauren came in and said that shit for was like, it felt like a
It's like
gotcha, like trying to do a gotcha thing.
Or like a don't do that.
Yeah,
That's what they
You know
do
what I
every
mean?
time a Republican goes up there. They get like extra sassy and try to get combative, and then it normally falls short. And then, but then when a Democrat goes up there, they don't have the same energy.
and it's just never the same type of pushback. Which is if you're moderate, that's what is. I would love to see that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like be hard on both sides. Because it's harder to be in the middle than it is to just choose a side.
It is.
Because when you're in the
actually,
middle, you actually have to know about both sides and what they're doing and connect both of them.
Man,
Yeah.
iCloud, my iCloud really just fucking.
What time stamp you?
Go to 4440.
I really wish. I had them, and I don't know what happened to them. Because I was excited. I saw how bad this interview was, and I was like, "Oh God, I get to go in again."
Jesus.
And I fucking Let me check my trash can.
Been waiting all week.
You hated it so much, you timestamped the hate
Yeah.
and threw it away.
Let me go to my damn.
But you run this 4440.
I got you.
Let me see what it.
Do you listen to the show?
I do sometimes.
So you
I
know
listen to-
Charlamagne has probably given Donald Trump donkey today the most donkey out of everybody.
Well,
I'm fair and balanced though.
it's a.
I give everybody
It's an
donkey.
accolade. So thank
Yeah,
you,
I'm fair and
Charlamagne.
balanced. I give all elected officials donkey today.
Yeah.
He just gets it a little more.
Well, I like that you say that you're independent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you're not affiliated with any party.
Nope.
That's cool. I like that. You go based on policy, and I think there are a lot of people out there who feel that way right now. I mean, you've seen a mass exodus of voters from the Democrat Party. You have actually more people in America right now.
I think that's a little overstated though.
No, there are more people in America in polling right now who consider themselves to be Republicans than Democrats. But I think that we all know that this election and all elections come down to independent voters. So we're working hard for your vote, Charlamagne.
You're not getting it. I'm voting for Kamala Harris.
I don't know. How much longer do we have? How much longer do we have?
Like, Trump wants to jail journalists. I'm a radio personality.
We
I
wouldn't
can't-
even have
wants to
jobs, would
jail
we?
That's what they said, that he
But
wants
we
to
have
break up
jobs?
media monopolies.
No. Forget the media monopolies. He said out of his mouth. He said it numerous times. He was with. I think he was sitting with Ben Shapiro the other day. And he was like, "Watch what I do." I think it was with the New York Times. He said, "Watch what I do to them." He said he wanted to
Anybody
take
that talks
CBS
against
News license. He literally said he wants to jail journalists who oppose him.
And you believe that? Did he jail journalists whenever he was in the White House?
So why are you
before?
saying? My thing is this: why say things that he doesn't believe if he doesn't want us to believe him?
Well, I would have to actually hear him say that.
Take the writer and or the publisher of the paper and you say, who is the leaker? And they say, we're not going to tell you. They say, it's okay, you're going to jail.
You may have heard of something as called sarcasm, and Donald Trump operates in that quite a bit. And sometimes the things that he says, I think, get misconstrued. He's being sarcastic about things and joking about a lot of things. And then people say, wait a minute, he says this, that, and the other.
I feel like this timestamp was important. It was important because it kind of puts things into perspective. We like, damn, this nigga, he keeps saying he moderate, but when it's Republicans on the platform, he's obviously a little agitated. He's very much more confrontational when he's talking to a MAGA than he is when he's talking to anybody blue. But
And then he also, there was another timestamp. I don't know. iCloud.
I might have. It was how later into the episode was it?
It was I'm not emotional. Which he was like, I know Donald Trump gets a lot of people. Oh no, not me. I'm not emotional. I was like, oh God, that was nasty. Nigga, like this nigga he is turned.
Try
You remember what I'm
5508.
talking about?
That was like near the beginning.
I feel like it was more in the middle. Your mic is off though right now.
I believe it was near the beginning.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was like, it wasn't near the beginning because they had kind of already been kind of going back and forth. It was more towards the middle, I think.
What? Were you about to say something?
But yeah, I was just. I think that's where this is coming from. It's just like the fact that he knows he's voting for Kamala Harris. So like he's decided.
Yeah,
he's decided. So anytime you're talking to a MAGA person,
He sounds terrified.
What you mean of who?
Of if he wins, he sounds terrified for his own sake.
Of if Trump wins, I mean,
like he acting like he about to get
jailing
put in jail.
journalists.
Yeah, jailing journalists.
Jailing journalists does sound dangerous.
Yeah, for him.
Bro, I remember when they were talking about on the Bread Idiots, and he was like, "We sent a cease and desist." Niggas was looking at him like, "Nigga." Andrew was like, "Are you kidding me?" And then he was like, "They didn't give a fuck. They're still
Yeah,
running."
because it's beyond didn't give a fuck. And for context, it's because the Breakfast Club was used in an ad, in a MAG ad. That's what you're talking about, right? And they tried to do the legal thing of like, hey, I don't like that, cease and desist. But there's nothing that's gonna come of that. You know what I mean?
And when
like,
he said that cease and desist, I said, "That's Breakfast Club footage. iHeart got to send that cease and desist. You don't own that."
I mean, you don't think that's what happened?
He said, "No, it was Charlamagne the guy sending the cease and desist, not iHeart." Breakfast Club.
But you saw it?
Huh?
You saw the cease and desist?
I didn't see the paperwork.
Oh, you made it. Oh, because like the way you said that, it said that Charlamagne the guy cease and
That's
desist.
how every single headline was.
Well, that's what headlines do.
Yeah, but it also, I didn't see anybody saying iHeart Media sent it.
It's not as popping as saying his name. iHeart Media.
has
Saying the Breakfast Club sent it makes more sense than Charlamagne the God. That's actually bigger than saying Charlamagne the God.
Is iHeart legally allowed to do that?
Yeah. Send the cease and desist.
Of course.
For political
Nigga,
ads?
It's their company. Yeah.
Nigga, they got copyright
Of
fucking blocks on
course.
YouTube. So they're definitely sending niggas cease and desist.
For political ads? God damn.
Yeah.
For anything they want.
Yeah, for sure. Anything they want. Because they own it.
But yeah, nah, it's so
is this
that
timestamp?
that Charlamagne plan
not gonna
failed.
find
hell of a move by Trump. Shout out to him. Can we play that ad? Damn, we might get cease and desist.
And you know what's crazy? I'm gonna send this. I should probably airdrop it, but I don't know what I was watching. But all of a sudden, a
Put it
fucking
in a note too.
Put it in the note. Yeah, I got you. Wait, I don't know if I can do that.
Put it in the note too.
I'm just gonna airdrop it. But so I was watching. I think I was watching The Breakfast Club, and then all of a sudden, this political ad with Charlamagne endorsing it at the beginning had came on. So I just started screen recording that shit.
Endorsing what?
You were about to see?
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, you know what he was endorsing.
Oh, it was the post surgery.
No, it wasn't that ad, but he was just like, you're gonna see. He was trying to get Kamala elected, nigga. What you expect?
Got you.
He's trying to get Kamala. Yeah, nah, man. Both parties are definitely moving. The date is October 27th. A couple of days ago, Usher was moonwalking on stage. Beyonce came out. Hey, man, both sides they moving.
Oh, when I went to go see Dave Chappelle.
Oh shit, I forgot to ask you how that was.
When I went to go see Dave Chappelle, he normally does SNL around the election.
Yeah.
And
wait, that's a habit, or does that just happen one
it
time?
does seem to he does tend to do it around the election time in October, November, or before the election.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, y'all notice I always do it around that time period. And he was like, they called me and was like, yo, do you want to do a monologue? It's like, nah, nigga, save me for January 6th. Whatever day's closest to January 6th, I feel like you're going to need me around that. Like, because of whatever the winner ends up being, that change of power or non-change of power is going to be one of those. Yeah, so he said he might do it closest to January 6th, but he might not do it at all for a couple years too, just because he's tired of the small hat getting at him. Every time he talks about them, they want to do the most, but he can talk about everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But is this ad?
Yeah, this is an ad. I tried to catch it as like fast as possible, but screen recording shit.
News channel powered by Climate Power. Peace. Disastrous. That's what independent news sources and conservatives are saying about Project 2025. It would threaten hundreds of thousands of jobs, give massive tax breaks to big oil, and roll back protections. A dream for them, a disaster for you.
Charges for his handling of a.
Hey, you know what?
I've seen my whole life.
Jesus Christ.
And I tried to catch it. I mean, I don't really care about that. I tried to get as much of him talking in the beginning as possible. But it's a fucking ad, so it's like I had to pause it. But yeah, he was a part of this shit. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's against Project 2025 clearly, but
you know what's funny about the whole Project 2025 thing? I hear Democrats talking about it way more than Republicans. Which might be smart on the Republicans if they really as soon as it gets up in there.
Because it's not real.
And if
definitely a real thing.
If it's like a real thing and when he gets up in there, he's like, we're rolling out 2025 or whatever, Project 2025. Yeah. But I don't hear a fucking Republican giving it any sort of energy. And I hear Democrats talk about it all the goddamn time. Well, I know most of the time I only hear them talking about it.
Because it's a thing that was created by people that go Republican.
Right,
but it's not something that real people like Donald Trump and his cabinet members are worried about.
Yeah. Or pushing.
Yeah, or pushing.
They might be pushing it too, but it'd be if they were pushing it in terms of if they were actually pushing it and being quiet, they're holding frame.
They're doing a good job.
They're holding frame.
If it's true.
Yeah, right.
They got him convinced. It's not real.
They're holding frame.
Because it's not real.
Yeah, you did just straight up denied it.
It's not real.
I believe it's a real thing now.
If he doesn't think it's real,
but is it their plan? I don't know.
Well, it's real thing. Yes, it's a real thing is here, but it's not. Nobody cares about that shit.
All right, Charlamagne, you got lucky. The iCloud gods blessed you, nigga. Roll my timestamps. I don't know where they went. I can't find them anywhere.
Yeah, it's all right.
But boy, I was ready because we have 2 weeks. You're gonna keep going on a political campaign. I'm gonna keep kicking it back in until you get better at it. And if you don't need to hear anything positive to make yourself feel better, I don't know if I was a person, but I would love to assist in that help.
Yeah,
because you don't need a bunch of people just saying you're doing great every day around you. It obviously doesn't produce good work.
He needs a little devil on his shoulder.
Yeah,
he needs you to make him great again, AJ.
Or whoever that other
person
is, yeah. Because it can't be me. I'm too talented.